So our talk today is on Neymar's injury against St Etienne last night. He suffered what's called a low ankle sprain. We're going to talk about today why I think he'll be back within 2 weeks. So Neymar suffered what's called a low ankle sprain, and he had an injury to the lateral ligaments of the ankle, the one on the little toe side of the ankle. We're just going to draw an ankle from the front for you now. So the big bone, known as your shin bone, is known as the tibia. So we're just going to mark that with the arrow just there. The little bone next to it, it takes about 1/8 of your weight, is the fibula. We're just going to mark that next to it there. Fibula is on the little toe side of your ankle. The heel bone is that circular bone just there. And in between those is a bone called the talus. Now Neymar rolled his toes towards the middle of his body, and that means that the ligaments or ropes called the ATFL and CFL, they're in green, were the ones that were put on stretch and the ones that he has likely injured. Now this is the position his foot would have gone into, and you can see that he's basically loading up all the structures on the little toe side of his ankle as his foot rolls in. And we're just drawing the ankle with the bones. We're going to go play by play now as his foot hits the ground and rolls in, and see what that does to the bones. So right here he's stepping over the opposing player. He's not hit the ground yet, and his ankle's in what's called a neutral position. It hasn't rolled in, it's about to strike the ground. In the very next frame, his foot's hit the ground, it's started to roll in, and the structures on the outside are really getting put under stretch. And what that does in terms of what the bones will look like on the diagram here is that the talus, which is the square bone, and the heel bone, which is the circle bone, start to roll in, and the green ligaments, the green ropes, start to be put on stretch, so they're starting to be injured. And the final frame here is when he really rolls in. That's when he really does the injury, just about to grimace in pain there. And in this one, what that'll do to the bone structure is that the heel and the talus, so the square and the circle, roll in enormously towards the middle of your body, and those green ligaments, they either snap or get really, really stretched. So that's what happens. Now, will he need an operation? The good answer is no. 90% of low ankle sprains can recover with good physiotherapy. The 10% that need an operation is due to instability, so you keep rolling the ankle. Now, in return to play, studies have shown that soccer players' average layoff is a bit over 2 weeks. And in professional athletes, almost 90% of them get back within about 4 weeks, no matter how bad it is. So expecting somewhere between 2 and 4 weeks back to play. Now, the possible repercussions of the injury is much more likely to have another sprain of this ankle. If he was to wear an external ankle brace during training, it could reduce the chance of him needing having another sprain by about 70%. Studies have shown professional soccer players can wear that brace during training and still kick and run just as not well as before. Now, what could keep him out longer? Well, if he had another injury with the sprain, so something called an osteochondral defect, meaning he's taken off a piece of cartilage from the talus or somewhere else in his ankle, that could keep him out longer potentially. If he's suffered an ankle fracture, as we're going to see in the diagram here, which is possible with the degree that his ankle rolled in, that may take him longer and may even mean that he requires an operation. And then the third one that could keep him out for longer is an ankle spur. So 60% of soccer players have what's called an ankle spur, meaning a little extra piece of bone at the front of the tibia, which they develop over time. This is what it looks like in a drawing, that red area there. And what that means is when they bend the ankle back, it can hurt, and that could require surgery. So if you like this one, please take a look at some of our other analyses that we've looked into professional sporting injuries in the past. If you like our videos, please subscribe to the Foot and Ankle Orthopedic Surgeon. Thank you so much for listening today, and drop us a line. As always, we've got a disclaimer about the injury. Please take a look. Thank you.